Hi, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and this is my video response for The Movie Phantom. That's right, The Movie Phantom. It's asking for another top 3. This is a toughie, but after watching his video with him and the Fallen Angel and Misery Black and the others, I came up with a pretty good top 3 list. The top 3 list today is top 3 least favorite Stephen King movies. Now, when he did his list, he put in The Stand. The Stand was a made-for-TV movie, so I know that he's including made-for-TV movies and miniseries in this conglomerate of Stephen King works. So that's where I'm going to start. At number 3, the movie is called Desperation. It's based on a Stephen King work, and really it's just a long, boring movie. You really want, when you hear the word Stephen King, you want to hear more horror. You feel like there's got to be horror involved. Don't get me wrong, he's written the stories that have produced really good dramas like Stand By Me, which was based off the story The Body. I think it was in the book Different Seasons. I might be wrong about that. I know I read it. I just can't remember which compilation book it was in. But yeah, Desperation just... I feel like it takes forever to get to the point that they're trying to get to. And it could have been... It didn't have to be a 2-part miniseries or however long it is. It just could have been better. And the reason it's at number 3 is that's the one out of all these movies that I can watch at least again. Even if it is boring. I mean, if I'm just looking to pass some time, I could throw it in. The other two, I just can't watch anymore. At number 2, I would have to say... I want to say The Stand, but he said The Stand, so... I would say Storm of the Century. Oh my God! I remember when they showed this on TV for the very first time, and all the ads were building up to, you know, here comes the storm of the century, or they'd have the little creeper go along the bottom of the screen, you know, telling you that a storm is coming, you know. And it was a 3-part miniseries, and again, much like Desperation, I don't feel that the conclusion lived up to all the hype. You watched it, if I remember right, you'd watch it on Sunday and Monday, or Monday and Tuesday, one of the 2 days, and then you'd have to wait like till Thursday to see the conclusion, and it just wasn't there. They did a real poor job. So the old man was the devil. Who cares? There was nothing scary about this. I mean, ooh, there's a storm coming. Ooh, you know, it's like, whatever. It's just another one of those types. I want them to stop making Stephen King miniseries. I want them to start making Stephen King movies again. Because it seems like when they're focused to get a story told in an hour and a half, 2 hours, they get the job done. Stand By Me, Carrie, Cujo, Dead Zone, whatever it may be, Christine, whatever it may be, they get the job done. And when they're forced to get all the story into a little time, but when they're given 4 hours and 6 hours to tell the story, they throw so much crap in there that it doesn't make the story any better, and it just bogs down what they're trying to get to. So yeah, Storm of the Century, my number 2. My number 1, and I'm gonna take it big for this one. I've never been able to finish this movie because I found it boring as all hell. And I read the short story. That's The Shawshank Redemption. I've tried watching this movie 4 or 5 times, and I've never made it all the way through the movie. I just go, really? People like this? I've never made it all the way through. I think I get probably about halfway through it. I'm just bored out of my mind. I don't care what happens to Tim Robbins in prison. Again, I read the short story. I read Rita Hayworth in The Shawshank Redemption. You know, and the story itself was okay. But the movie, oh my God. I don't get it. There are movies out there that people love that I don't get. I don't understand what the attraction is. This is one of them. So that's my top 3. I have a question for the Phantom family. You know, the fallen angel, Maya, Misery, Natalie Myers, Lady Gaga, Billick, and the little evil one, Darren Randy. Even you, Phantom, you can answer this. What are your plans for the summer? I mean, is it let's hit the beach? Is it hey, I want to read a really good book that I've been wanting to read. You know, now I'm gonna have some time. I know Misery said that she doesn't like going out in the daylight because she burns. I think that might be more of a religious thing than the sun, but hey. Same reason she shouldn't be in churches. No. Just kidding, Misery. But you know, good book. I mean, kick back, maybe watch a list of movies. Just, what are the plans for the summer, you know? I'm just going to have a good old time, but I'm going to catch up on some movies. Yeah, like I don't do that all the time. That's it for right now. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.